Let's talk about mental health and how it plays into child custody cases. My name is Carl Birkhead. I'm an attorney with Wirth Law Office in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been practicing law for about 7 years, and I want to help you make law easy by talking a little bit about mental health and if it's going to play into how a judge is going to rule in a child custody situation. Um, so I have this come up a lot, and I think just about every family attorney has this come up a lot. 9 times out of 10, if I'm dealing with a custody case, if it's whether it's divorce, paternity, whatever, at some point my client is going to say, well, the other side's just crazy. And I'm going to be honest with you, there are some times when I might actually agree with them. However, unfortunately, I'm not qualified to make that determination. Neither are my clients usually, unless they're trained psychologists, in which case, yeah, absolutely, let's talk about it. But there are times when mental health really does come into play. I'm going to use depression for my example here because it's a relatively common thing that I see come up a lot. The court's not going to necessarily care if you're diagnosed with depression. I hate even really calling that a mental health issue, but I mean, it is, and it can be very, very troubling for a lot of people. As long as it's been addressed, you're seeing your doctor about it regularly, you're taking your medication as prescribed, that's not going to be an issue, and it's certainly not going to prevent you from being able to have visitation or custody of your children. When it comes into play is when you've got unmedicated or unregulated mental health issues that basically deprive you of your ability to care for the children. So we're going with depression. So let's say, you're diagnosed with depression, you go off your meds for a little bit, and it just causes you to completely shut down. You're not able to take care of yourself. You're not able to, get yourself out of bed, feed yourself, shower, all of that. You absolutely, in that state, also cannot take care of your kids. You can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of another human being. And because of that, the kids go unfed. They go unbathed. They're wearing the same clothes for a few days. Things like that, things that are just documented patterns of behavior like that, those could come into play and negatively affect your ability or your chances at getting custody or visitation with the children. But that's it. No one's going to be penalized for having a mental health problem as long as it's being addressed, as long as it's under control. Mental health issues are very, very important and they cannot be taken lightly. But as long as they're being managed and as long as they're not impeding your ability to take care of your children, you're not going to be penalized for it. If you're in a situation where you think mental health should be a factor in your custody case, whether you have a diagnosis that you're worried about hurting you, or maybe you think that the other side has issues that need to be addressed, absolutely give me a call. My name is Carl Birkhead. I'm with Wirth Law Office, and I want to help you make law easy.